Okay guys, here we go again. This is my makeup for an axworthy ghost. It's an 8¼ inch bike wheel set up on a long shaft, belt from the pulley out to the pulley, and that is a fan motor from an Audi, and that speed is regulated. It's under 12 volt, of course, is regulated with a gadget. I'll kind of go here and show you this first close in. It's very, very crude, but works extremely well. This rope is about a 1/4 inch thick. It's I think they call it paracord. Put this nut on the end, on the beginning, just past the knot, to keep this from getting twisted around, because it will twist around. Double twist on there, if you can see that, so that it can twist back and forth. This is not a ghost, of course. It's just a rag that I stuck on there to try it out. And as I said, it's run with this speed controller I picked up off of Wish, and it holds, I think, 20 amps, 12 to 20 volts or something like that, and 20 amps. But there's two versions on there. One has a reversing switch, which I'm not really keen about. That one, you could reverse the wires. This one's very good. You know, 2 poles go to the 12 volt, 2 poles go to the motor, and this controls it. Now right now it's in stop mode, but it's easily started up with the little twist of the motor, and this is it running away here. And it runs pretty good as it comes through this. As you see, it goes through. I'll let it come around one more time. Pardon all the junk around here, but I know it's early for Halloween, but I start Halloween at any time. Now I'll move down to the other end, and I'll show you a little gadget I've hooked up down here. Just temporary, remember that. It's in a box horse. Again, 8½ inch wheel there, and it's freewheeling, and it goes around real nice. This will recess into here, pulled back by the spring, which gives it the tension you want. You know, pliable in case something happens. And here, this is a bit of the paracord. I picked it up at, I think I picked it up at the dollar store. It's very inexpensive. You know, and you got to kind of figure out how you're going to hook that up on your own. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at doing tutorials, but I freed up the axle on this, so you see it doesn't interfere at all with anything, and it goes around there quite well. Here it comes. It's coming down now. You'll see it come through. Here it comes. See, it just flows through there so clearly, and it runs good. Anyways, somebody said, one of you fellas mentioned, you know, you want to ruin your life, build an axworthy ghost. Well, this is year 3, and I think this year I've got it going. This will run about 60 feet is what I'm going to have it running, and it's going to be pulled pretty tight at that time. But that rag there is kind of wet with stuff, and it kind of emulates the weight of what I'm going to put on there. I try to keep it as light as possible. You see, it does pull down a little bit as it comes back. You can note that. But it's good, and it works, and that's what counts. Anyways, happy hunting. Now, I failed to mention in the early part of this video, there's a bolt that I've welded onto the part of the fan motor. It comes down. That's how I was able to mount that pulley onto there. And this steel faceplate, just a piece of metal I bent. The top one, scrap metal. And I put a bunch of spacers to hold it down so that the belt from the pulley remained on the top half of the wheel, and the rope, which goes out back with the ghost on it, remains on the bottom half of the wheel. And it seems to work, and I guess that's what it's all about. Everybody gets upset with these things. I was. For 2 years I was. This is year number 3, and it's working. I'm using this paracord. It's a little heavy, but some people like to use thinner line, but at night, dark blue paracord, and nobody's looking up, 10, 15 feet above their head, so they're not going to notice it. They'll just notice a ghost when it goes whistling by their ears and things like that. But this is a real crude setup, but it works. Bottom line. Okay? Sorry I didn't get into mentioning about the bolt I had welded on there, so that it made it long enough that I could put the pulley on. So, okay. Talk to you later. Bye. A little shot of my axworthy ghost as it flies around the yard. Goes to 3 points. Down the tree by the street. And it comes up past me. Through a little menagerie of animals, creatures, around by the house where the power unit is, around past the garage, and back out to the street.